Hi, I'm Sophie from Miele, and in this video I'm going to show you how to maintain our new Triflex HX1 vacuum cleaner, including emptying the dust canister, cleaning the filters and also removing threads and hair from your electro brush. So let's show you how to empty the dust canister first of all. So the dust canister is located just at the back of the vacuum on top of the power unit. And the way to remove or unlock the dust canister is simply by turning the lid. So when you look at the top of the lid here, you've got a little padlock with an arrow, and that's showing you which way to turn the lid. So to unlock the canister, simply give a small half turn, and that will enable you to completely remove it from the vacuum cleaner itself. When ready, position yourself over a bin, and then just continue to turn the handle an additional click. What will then happen is the bottom of the dust canister lid will open, and all of the dust and debris from your container will fall down into the bin. To replace the system, simply push the lid up and then half close the unit again. The final step is to just slide it back into the top of the Triflex vacuum cleaner and then close the lid the rest of the way. So that's how you empty, remove and replace the dust canister. Now the Triflex models use vortex technology, which means we separate large dust particles from fine dust particles. So inside the dust canister, there is a fine dust filter that will need to be cleaned perhaps every 1 to 2 months. So when looking at the lid of the dust canister, you'll see a word on the top that says pull, and this is where you can remove the fine dust filter. So doing as it says, simply pull, and you'll notice that the fine fluff filter comes out really easily. And to clean this, it doesn't require washing or rinsing with water. Simply open your bin and tap the edge of the filter rim onto the side of the bin. Doing this will release the fine fluff and the dust into the dust compartment or into the bin itself without releasing it all back into the atmosphere. So once you're happy that you've removed all of the fine dust, simply insert it back into the Triflex, and now you're ready to continue using. We would recommend, to keep optimum performance, that this filter is replaced approximately every 3 years so that we can deliver really amazing hygienic cleaning but also a high level of suction. Removing threads and hair from the electro brush is simple and easy to do. So turn the electro brush over and that will reveal the roller beater bar. Across the beater bar, you'll notice that there are 2 little guideline strips, one on one side and one on the other side. And this is designed for you to run your scissors along this bar so that you can cut and loosen the hairs away. Now, instead of pulling all of these hairs and threads out manually, what we're going to do is attach the electro brush back to the vacuum cleaner and let it do the work for us. And now with the floor head attached, we're going to run the vacuum cleaner for a few seconds. So now looking at the underside of the electro brush, if we turn it over, you can see that the Triflex has been able to remove all of those hairs and fibres without us having to manually pull them out ourselves. For a really thorough clean, we can remove the roller brush in its entirety. So firstly, turn the electro brush around and you'll see on the back here that we have a little locking clamp. By sliding this into the unlocked position, we now have the flexibility to open a little hatch on the right hand side of the electro brush. This will reveal our orange handle where you can pull, and you'll see that the electro brush comes out really simply and really easily. So now I can visually look at the roller brush and see if there are any final hairs or threads that need to be removed, as well as checking both ends for any debris. So firstly, having a look at this end, just make sure that there's no visible fluff or hairs clogged inside here. But also I can pop off this handle and then make sure that there's no debris, no fluff or hairs on either of these components. So now our roller brush is clear and free of hairs and threads. Let's reassemble. So firstly, I just need to ever so slightly lift up the bottom of the electro brush, start to insert the roller brush, and then I can guide it with my other hand underneath so that it matches in perfectly. Once in place, I simply need to ensure that the handle is pushed all the way in before trying to close that latch on the right hand side. The final step is to just switch the lock, and now we can use our electro brush. So as you can see, it's really easy to maintain the Triflex HX1 models. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.